was just at a conference talking to a lot of people about an engineering conference in the West with her husband. Her husband's an engineer. And a lot of people come up to me and say, hey, yeah, how's the market? We talk about the market. Well, we're finding a lot of houses. And several people said, so I can find any house on Zillow, Realtor, Redfin. Why do I even need your services as a buyer's agent? So, and it turns out that, as we know, because with technology, it's at people's fingertips. They're always getting alerts quicker than we see them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, oftentimes I will have a client call, hey, this house just came on the market, and there's just so fast, things are moving so fast with the new technology, Zillow, instant alerts.
And then they don't have to be a part of MLS, and they know all MLS information just from Zillow.
Right. Well, and the MLS gets sucked up from, or the Realtor or Zillow information gets sucked up from the MLS. But so they're asking, why do we even need an agent? So I can tell you up front is the easy part is finding the house. But once you try and start putting the ball in motion to buy it, that's the tricky part. So we're going to tell you the top 7 reasons why you need an agent in this market like Neetha and I. So first of all, we want to stress to you is that you need a competent agent. So there's a lot of agents out there. There's a big difference between the top tier agents and everyone else. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're doing interviewing, make sure they're in the market. So you want to get in a good agent. Now, if you don't get a good agent, then it can be chaotic, and here's the question, do you need an agent? So, but if you have a competent agent, go ahead.
Yes, Ken, what I was trying to say is you need an agent that actually cares, right? It's not about the transaction. It's not about just getting into a house. It's about getting into the right house at the right time for the right price.
Yep.
Right? Is this good for your family? Is this good for your future? Or what is it that we are, getting this home for? So you need somebody who actually cares and understands your situation, and then,
that's not number one, but that's great.
Yeah,
so
but you need to find an agent like you who you can trust, right? That has experience, that have lived the life, that have seen the situations, that is learning from every transaction, and then they can bring something to you from all their experiences. So,
excellent. That's the excellent way to start it. So that's like
I honestly feel like you have to have that person next to you to make it happen, not anyone.
Right.
Like you could find somebody from Zillow, but they're not going to care about you.
Yep.
Right? And then if you know this person as a friend, or we pour everything into them because we want to, we care.
Yep. So with that being said, a competent agent that cares should probably be the number one thing.
Yes.
Number 2 is the agent should almost be the transaction quarterback. Now, Neetha doesn't watch football apparently, so she was asking, what does that mean?
Well, see, I know what quarterback is, but
it's the person that, here's the 2 points. Orchestrates the process from pre-approval to closing. Okay. Coordinates with all the people involved, lenders, appraisers, title company, buyer, sellers, seller's agents. And you don't have to guess who to trust. They bring the team together. So any comments on that?
Yes, so I know you have this word quarterback, but for me, basically, I recently hired a coach, right? And I feel like I am a coach for my clients. These are the compliments that I've been getting, that, hey, if we work with you, we know we get to our destination. So that's just like the coolest compliment that I can ever get, that if somebody works with me, I make it happen. So it's kind of like it's the process, right? We bring you the best handymans to take care of your home. We bring you the best lenders, the best deals. We tell you where to go. We assemble the entire team for you, including us, but to make it
smooth.
To make it smooth and to actually make it happen.
If you get one bad person on your team, it's chaotic.
If you don't have a great lender.
Yep. I mean, everybody needs to pull their weight. And if you do this yourself, think you can, you just go get some lender from Las Vegas or wherever online you don't know, and you don't know they can close it. It can cause you a lot of angst and lose a lot of money if you're not following the deadline. So
and then you lose that experience also.
Yep.
Like, we've done all this work, we found this gorgeous home for you, let's be happy, right? But because if one team or one person is not performing, the experience of you buying that home, it's like, oh my God, I had a terrible experience. But hey, did you forget about all the other things that we did? So that's why it's so important to have like the right contacts to make it like super smooth. Sometimes the clients don't realize that they had a smoothest transaction ever, right? Because we made it happen. Like they don't even like have any idea why this went so smooth, because we hired the best photographers, we had the best handymans to make it look better. We talked to everybody, we networked behind them. Right?
So, all right, number 3 is local market expertise. So, if you have a competent agent, they should know in the neighborhoods. We obviously do. We have we'll put a link to we do a lot of neighborhood tours in South Reno. So, just take a look at that. Guide through national risk, flood zones, wildlife areas, HOA rules, zoning changes, all that stuff that we keep up to date with.
Tell them about what you learn in Incline Village about the pattern.
In a second. Access to off-market or coming soon listings.
Yes, access to that too, right? Because right now, like when the more the experienced you are, right, we have more pocket listings, because we've told these clients that, hey, this is not the right time, let's do it in spring. Or we have more expired listings for whatever reason. So we have like so many experiences and we meet so many people that we have so much to share.
So they should know all about that. We'll talk about Incline Village later because we got to get through this. So number 4 is negotiation advantage. Now, what we're typically seeing is a lot of people selling their house at or near the list price. But what we don't see and what's not available to the public is there's oftentimes some closing costs. There's some costs to pay for your agent. There's repair costs. There's rate buy downs. So knowing what you can negotiate based on price, credits, and repairs are important. Especially the ability to buy down rates right now, since rates are back up at 6.5. Oftentimes, if you have a good agent, they can negotiate a credit and get you a lower rate, which is big time money over the long haul. Anything on that?
Yes, again, like, the more experienced we are, we probably know like 50 different things on where to negotiate. And once we know what the seller situation is or the buyer situation is, we literally go through every scenario on what we can negotiate, right? Like everything. Hey, can we up the purchase price and get you this for the closing cost? Or can we lower this, right? Or
looking at all angles for negotiation.
Like everything that we have learned, like every single deal we put together, we know the situation of both the parties, and then we'll give you like, hey, this is all the things that we can do in this transaction.
And it's very interesting, speaking from being in them since 2008, being an agent, the markets are wildly different than from now. Even from like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you had to put full price, waive all of this stuff. But now we have a buyer's market kind of creeping in. There's a lot more ability as a buyer to negotiate, make sure that you get all the things that are important to you and your family to ultimately make it a long-term investment. So
and then we see so many homes, so we have that good eye. We can, as soon as we walk into the house, we can tell you is that pride of ownership, how the home is maintained, how are these actually upgrades look like. Honestly, I went to this home and it looked amazing in the pictures. My client was excited. They literally took a paintbrush and painted everything in the house and did such a poor job. They even painted the white tiles in the bathroom and the bathtub.
That's perfect sense.
So
that's the thing is pictures are liars. So keep that in mind. Negotiation is an advantage if you have an experienced agent that's seen all the markets. Number 5 is paperwork contract protection. So there's a lot of stuff, contracts, paperwork that needs to be carefully analyzed and done correctly to protect yourself when you're buying a house. Some of those include management, legal documents, disclosures, contingencies, and deadlines, making sure you're following all your deadlines so you don't lose your earnest money. Because then typically, we deal with $1 million clients. There's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line for earnest money. So if you miss one of those deadlines, you could potentially lose that.
I tell all my clients, if like in the middle of the night you wake up at 3 o'clock and you're like, oh my God, this house is not for me, let me know like right away. Let me get you out of this deal, right?
So avoid expensive mistakes that could cost your deposit or your dream home. So that's number 5, is paperwork and contract protection. Any more on that?
No, that's a huge chunk, right? I mean, people are in this business everywhere trying to sue you. It's a big deal. Like if there is something that and you haven't disclosed, like I have a client now where they sold their home, but they discovered so many things while they were selling the house that the previous owner did not tell them. And they figured it out that they actually did not tell them. Now they're going back and suing them. Like this transaction happened 2 years ago where they bought the house from the seller. They are now the sellers and they're discovering. So things can happen at any time. So you just have to be so diligent. Like I'm like, yes, let's go sue them, right? Because I'm like, oh my God, did they really not tell you that?
Right.
So
be careful.
Things can happen anytime. So the documentation, the communication, the way you write the contract, every word in the contract, and if you don't know, like how you're disclosing it, everything is so important because these are like really big transactions. And if somebody decides to sue you, it's like it's a mental stress. It's it's just a lot of things that you really don't want. So you really want to work with someone who knows the contracts.
That's critical.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, number 6. Top 7 reasons why you need a good agent in Reno Sparks in 2025 and 2026. Financial education and program access. So we obviously, once we get a person that says they want to buy a house, we talk to lenders, put them in touch with all the professionals. Then they get the full explanation on their different options they have to buy a loan. The many buyers don't know about FHA, VA, USDA, or first-time grants. There's a lot of programs, and we educate you about that. Help understand loan types, payment structures, and down payment options. Typically, we partner with a lender on that to discuss the best option for you and your family. Support with affordability strategies in a high-rate market. So, anything on number 6?
So yeah, it's always a process with every client, right? Some clients come from, say for example, Canada, no credit score. Where do we start? We find the lenders that can help them with that. Or some clients just, well, a lot of my clients are foreign, say they're just coming from India and have no clue where to start. So have a coffee, like, hey, get a credit card. So right from getting a credit card to secured card to where to bank, like,
Education.
It's all like small steps, but there is nobody out there who's telling you all those things.
Right.
But we are like pretty genuine. We really want to see you successful. We want to help you buy a home. Yes, that's what we do. That's how that's our business. But unless we have the genuine concern to help you and educate you and get you there, and then we take our check, it just feels good. It's like, that's how like we're making it work. So education is a big part. Sometimes you don't even realize I've told you 1 or 2 things, or Kenneth told you something, and that actually changed your entire life, right? Because of this one thing that we told you.
Right. Put you in the best spot.
Put you in the best spot. Now you're actually a homeowner in this great neighborhood, and then now imagine like your lifestyle, your kids' life, and everything that you do around it. So maybe we just told you like one thing.
Right.
That changed.
Education and about the different programs is important. So number 7, this is a big one. As we all know, the real estate transactions can be stressful.
They are.
Typically, we shield you from most of that. We try. I like to compare it to like a captain in an airplane. We try and keep the turbulence, fly around, and try and keep you out of the turbulence. But sometimes it happens. It spills over. So emotional and strategic guidance. What we have for this list before you chime in. Keep buyers focused on long-term goals and versus impulse. So we have a lot of people, oh, I love this house, And we get there and it's not the pictures, not the thing you want. So help distinguish between a good idea and a bad fit, or a good deal, sorry. And balance the dream with investment logic.
Yes.
So anything on that real quick before we wrap this up? That's number 7.
Gosh, there's just a lot to say.
I know, a lot to say. But yeah, I mean, so that's just 7 of the reasons. There's a lot more. The big thing is get a compassionate agent that matches you well, like Neetha or myself, that will educate you about the process, that has done this for many years. And I guarantee you that you'll be happy with the outcome. If you try and do all this stuff by your own, I don't encourage it. Can you? Yes, you can. But it's almost like, if I have a car that breaks down, am I going to try and do it on my own? Probably not. She's so busy, the phone's just going crazy over there.
I know. And we'll get there. We'll get there
So,
soon.
the last thing is we're going to talk about commission. The question we get with the new commission lawsuit that was settled last year in August, who pays for the commission? So,
Well, honestly, Ken,
let's talk about the commission lawsuit and then, so the commission lawsuit changed it. Before it was just included on the MLS and within the contract that the sellers were going to pay for a buyer's agent compensation. Now, it was always negotiable, but it always came from the listing agent. Now, with the difference, it's a line item that is actually in the contract that you have to negotiate with the seller. Now, what is your experience in our market? Is sellers still willing or offering compensation for a buyer's agent?
Yes, Ken. So in my situation, nothing has changed. I mean, so far, since last August till today, none of my buyers paid me. I always got compensated from the listing agent.
Okay.
So far.
Well, it's not listing agent, it's from the seller.
Yeah, the seller, I mean, yeah.
Because that's what the change it used to came from.
Yes.
So it's coming directly from the seller.
From the seller, yes. So nothing has changed. Nothing has changed for me.
I've had a few buyers that have had to pay.
Oh, okay.
So if there's a seller that says, nope, I'm going to pay you 6 or 3 bananas, 2 bananas, and I'm in a contract with a buyer that says something else, they've had to pay the difference. And typically, like I said, our compensation is typically well worth it. And I like to think that I can honestly say, if you talk to my clients or check out our reviews, that our services have always saved our clients more than our compensation. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's some times that I go into homes and they made the decisions for whatever reasons, and I'm like, no, that's a busy street. Hey, that's a shared driveway.
All right, so
or hey,
I didn't even want to get in this, but the thing is that the biggest thing, and now I'm leaving this point, and we have lots of videos on this.
Yeah.
The biggest mistake I see people make is going directly to a home site or a new home builder, going in and talking to their agent without representation. And I think we both had clients who have settled on homes that they didn't look at where it's located according to a busy street, what upgrades are in there, or all these other things. So
the floor plans, especially the floor plans.
Do not make that mistake because then all of a sudden, oh, Neetha, Ken, hey, we bought a new house, we just went right directly, and then we find out is they don't have a homestead, they don't have the right insurance, they don't. And then they come to sell us 2 years later and say, hey, we want to sell. Well, I can't sell your house.
Yeah, that's
because
exactly
you're on
a
busy street. And then we would have never let you buy that house, or at least would have brought it up.
Yeah, and I had a client who bought it on shared driveway. You remember that one?
Yeah. So those are the things that you kind of overlook as a buyer, particularly with new home builds, because the agent in the office is representing let's just be honest, is representing the home builder, not you. So they're not going to say, you should probably not, or consider this rather than that. So.
Yeah, even if it's just like a floor plan, that's it. That's like the golden nugget right there that you got from us.
Yes.
Okay, this lot and this floor plan for this location.
Take your agent with you.
Yes.
So, all right, what's your number? How do they get a hold of you?
So, Neetha Gorla, call me at 775-225-9754.
And Ken Angst, the Haute team with Angst Real Estate team, 775-525-0309. Stay around, like our videos, give us a thumbs up, send us video to someone out there buying a house. Make sure they know they need to have an agent that's competent. Don't try and do this on your own. Yeah. And we'll look forward to talking to you shortly. Thanks.
Thank you.